Hi, I'm Thomas Wilson, and today in our interactive learning video, we're going to be taking the definite integral from 0 to 1 of x plus 2 squared minus 4 all over x dx. Alright, so the first step when taking the definite integral is to try to simplify the function that you have in order to get into easier terms that maybe you can just take the integral by using like the integral power rule. So the first step that we're going to take here is we're going to expand this x plus 2 squared and see if that lets us cancel anything out. So integral from 0 to 1 of x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4 all over x dx. Alright, now that we have it factored out, we can see what cancels. Clearly this plus 4 and minus 4 cancel out. And now there's also an x in every term in the numerator and in the denominator, so we can cross out an x. So then we rewrite it. Integral from 0 to 1 of x plus 4 dx. Alright, so now we're just going to use the power rule of integration. So the integral from 0 to 1 of x plus 4 dx, you're going to have x squared over 2, and then this will be 4x. And we know that because when you're taking the integral, if you have x to an exponent, like 1, you're just going to add 1 to it and then divide by whatever that is. So 1 plus 1 is going to be 2, so then you just divide by your 2. And then that's how we go from there to there. And then this one is, if you have just a constant, then in order to have gotten that constant, you need to have like 4x or something, because the derivative of 4x is just going to give you 4. So that's how you get from there to there. Alright, and then we still have this from 0 to 1. And we know that this is going to be from 0 to 1, and we can do this as f of b minus f of a due to the first fundamental theorem of calculus. So the first fundamental theorem of calc, and this states that the integral from a to b of f of x dx is going to equal capital F of b minus capital F of a. And what this means is the definite integral of a to b of a function is going to be equal to the integral equation of the function from your b. You're going to sub your b in for your x minus the a in for your x of the function. So f of b minus f of a. So then we reproduce this down here using that formula. We're going to get 1 squared, because that is our b. You plug in b first. 1 squared over 2 plus 4x. 4 times 1. And now we're going to subtract our f of a, which is going to be, our a is 0. So then we have 0 squared over 2 plus 4 times 0. Alright, and 1 squared is just 1, so we have 1/2 plus 4 times 1 is just 1. And then 0 squared is 0, and 0 times 4 is 0, so we're going to get minus 0. And then our final answer is 4 and 1/2, or 9 over 2. And that's how you take the definite integral of a function.